Hello, I'm Jonasz Rawiński and this is Military Mind. Armed conflicts, defense and security, land, sea and air. We've got you covered. On Tuesday evening, Russian forces once again struck Kharkiv, Ukraine's second largest city, killing at least 3 and wounding 34 people, local authorities are reporting. Russia bombarded the city with guided aerial bombs, targeting densely populated districts. One residential high-rise suffered a direct hit, according to the local mayor. Also overnight, Ukraine downed 28 out of 32 drones and 4 missiles fired by Russia. Ballistic missile warnings sounded in the Donetsk, Kharkiv, Zaporizhia and Odessa regions. In Russia's Kursk region, Ukrainian forces are advancing in the Glushkovsky area. Also, Russian sources are claiming that Moscow's troops repelled Ukrainian attacks in the Novy Put and Medvezhye areas, south of Glushkovo. Russian forces still maintain positions within Malaya Lokhnya in the Kharkiv sector. Vladimir Putin's forces have been driven out of a huge processing plant in Vovchansk, according to officials. The plant, with some 30 buildings, was held by Russian forces for 4 months and served as their stronghold in the Kharkiv region. Ukraine says its troops recaptured the facility following a grueling fight, which even included hand-to-hand combat. Further east, Russian forces have reportedly begun storming the Ukrainian town of Vuhledar, an important stronghold in the Donbas region. Ukraine's military made no reference to Russian gains around Vuhledar, but fighting continues in the area. Now, in the video coming up, you'll see a precision strike performed by the gunners from Ukraine's 92nd Brigade, successfully targeting and destroying an enemy mortar emplacement and radio antenna using a Paladin self-propelled howitzer. This expertly executed operation highlights the skill and accuracy of Ukrainian artillery. That, by the way, seems to have been the first documented example of war footage with DJ mixing. Now, moving on. On the Toretsk front, 2 fully equipped Russian infantrymen were making their way to their positions when a drone operator from the 12th Azov Special Purpose Brigade of the Ukrainian National Guard spotted them and followed up with precise strikes. Well, the attack cooked off one of the Russian smoke grenades, which caused a fire. In the chaos, the surviving soldier abandoned his wounded comrade to die and fled. There was one of these slogans of the Russian army which said, "We take care of our own." Well, we can see this implemented in practice. Better still not go to the war in Ukraine, definitely not worth the money, if the likely fate is basically expiring on the front line. Well, in any case, we're moving on. Elements of Ukraine's main intelligence directorate have managed to liberate the Vovchansk Aggregate Plant following a highly successful operation. Despite fierce resistance from the Russians, including special-purpose units and heavy artillery, the Ukrainians cleared all 30 buildings, making up the plant. Engaging in close-quarters combat, they eliminated enemy fighters, took prisoners, and handed control of the facility to the Ukrainian armed forces. This operation showcases the skill and determination of Ukrainian special operation forces on the front lines.
Залетаем! Двигаемся вперед! Перезарядку! Вы у меня дома, ублюдки! Это наши земля, пидорасы! Вы сюда пришли, уроды! Сюда заходим! А? Сюда заходим! Ты мне, Питер, говорил, зайди! Я зашел! Я зашел!
Спецпідрозділом «Гурмо» було повернуто контроль над заводом у Вовчанську. Противник був знищений. Завод передаємо під контроль ЗСУ. Слава Україні!
Russians have often complained about being portrayed as villains in games, movies and literature. But much of their conduct confirms that this label is unfortunately warranted. Recently, several Russian assault groups attempted to capture a village near Toretsk. However, when the infantry from the Ukrainian Shkval unit, alongside pilots from the 28th Brigade, joined the fight, the predators quickly turned into prey. Fierce battles were fought for every building, with the Russians potentially hiding behind every window and in every basement. Eventually, the assault groups were driven from their positions, cornered and eliminated. A few occupiers, realizing their fate, surrendered. And that, arguably, was a good choice. And with this, we conclude this episode of Military Mind. Please stay with us here on TVP World for more latest news and updates.